Hey everybody, hi! Today I want to talk about something leverage. You might have heard earlier in my 3 reviews video, I think, that I was going to read a book. A leverage book, actually a first of its kind. Here you go. Okay, so I did eventually end up reading it, and I shouldn't say that, I finished it earlier today, and I wanted to give you my honest opinion as a fan. Let's begin. I'm going to read the back. When a disreputable dealer starts swindling aged and ailing comic book creators out of their wealth and their high-valued comics and artwork, the daughter of one victim comes to an ex-insurance investigator, Nate Ford, for his team of counter-crooks for help. Okay, their scheme to run a con at the Comic-Con International, yay, where the crook intends to sell the goods. But there are more going on than a simple theft. An arson plot is in motion that will not only destroy countless rare collectibles, but may end up costing lives. With time short, the team must take down a ruthless mark whose true motives have yet to be revealed. Sounds like a very good leverage plot, doesn't it? Okay, so you just heard the blurb. Now, I'm gonna go through the story and the characters and other aspects of the book. But first of all, I need to say that if you are not a fan of the TV show, then you might not get very much out of this. I mean, I will go into it later on why it is a good book, but if you don't know the characters like they are portrayed in the book, then you'll be kind of lost. But for people who do love the show and do love the characters, this is super duper good treat. I mean, it's very, very compatible with the series, and they haven't changed anything about the characters. You get maybe a little bit more depth and everything, but nothing's changed, so you can be rest assured for that. Okay, it's very easy to kind of pinpoint where this book belongs in the series, because Nate and Sophie are just a couple of months into their friends with benefits deal, so you can kind of pinpoint where they are and what's happening in season 4 and everything. Okay, so now let's get into the actual reviewing of this thing. Number 1. Very first thing that I actually really liked about this book is that the chapters are nice and short. I mean, this is chapter 2. Okay, so they're like scenes in the show. It's perfect. I mean, the show's fast-paced, the book is fast-paced because of the short chapters. You get this, how should I put it? You get, each chapter gives you either an emotional scene, which brings the story forward emotionally, or an action scene. Okay, so it's great for that, because that makes the plot go really fast, and it's very similar to the TV show. Okay, so the things that I really enjoyed in the story, you might guess this, but because of the synopsis that I did, the blurb, but it's at Comic-Con. This is like nerd gold in here. Seriously, it's so many good things. I mean, they talk about superheroes and sci-fi movies and stuff like that, and being like a Star Wars nerd geek person, kind of, yeah. I was like ecstatic about this. But not that I don't like the Avengers and the other stuff, but it's just like, whew, so cool. So cool there at Comic-Con. And Hardison's going like nuts. He loves it. He loves, you know, being at Comic-Con and doing all this nerdy stuff and introducing Parker to it, and very reluctant Elliot also. He doesn't really like all the nerdy dress up, but you know. Should I tell you this? I should. But I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it, but not too much, just to kind of pique your interest. There is a scene, finally, where Parker gets Elliot to dress up in undercover. And it's so cool. Like, the whole time they were talking, I was thinking, like, Captain America, Captain America, do Captain America, do Captain America. I'm not going to tell you what it is. But it's so good. It is so good. I enjoyed it. Okay. Anyway, that was very exciting for me. Okay. There are things. It's still kind of just setting the whole mood of what the books are going to be like without like introducing too much more. You know, it's kind of basic, really good episode with all kinds of geeky goodness and Stan Lee and the Hero Initiative and all that. And was it the Hero Initiative? I think it was. Anyway, I truly, really enjoyed it. And a big part of why I enjoyed this is because the writing is really good. It's like a really good mystery. I mean, even if it wasn't Leverage, it would still be a mystery, and I like to read mysteries. You know, when I'm not reading romance. Yeah. Anyway, it's a good mystery. It has a very good plot. It has good emotional reward going in there. There's a nice bit of action. There's costumes and undercover costumes. What would you call them? Disguises. That's what it was. There's disguises. And of course you get a little bit more about Sophie and Nate's relationship. You get a little glimpse of like Parker Hardison simmering stuff when they're still not together. Plus you get Elliot being a bit of a slut. But you know, who wants to sleep in a hotel room full of all the other people you work daily with, you know. Hence the slutness. Okay, but in a nice way. Yeah. Okay. What else was I going to do? I was going to do review the story and the characters, but I can't really review the characters because they were, to my opinion, exactly like they were in the series. So you just like get more hangout time with really great people, and you got the sayings and the attitude, and they got everything done. Like Elliot and Hardison, they got like really unique personalities in the series, and you get that down really good. It's quite awesome how they got it to be so like similar. I mean, of course you have to have a person who knows what they're doing, and proofreaders and editors to go like, yeah, that belongs, that doesn't, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Anyway, and it was really interesting because I like Parker maybe a little bit more than I do in the series in the book. Because you get more inside of her head. Like, you know, they can be talking about one thing and she can be like looking outside the window kind of obliviously, and in the book she's like looking at the rooftops and calculating like where she can get in and stuff like that. So you get a lot more of this inside Parker, which is pretty interesting on its own. Okay, so it is very, very good, and I recommend it to all the Leverage fans. And I am definitely picking up the 2 books that come in May and March, or March and May, if that makes more sense, because it is like March of this year and the May of this year. So March and May. Two more are coming. There is actually like a little excerpt. Did I say that right? A little special chapter from the zoo job, but I purposefully did not read that one because otherwise I'm going to be extremely sad for a month when I can't get my hands onto the other book. You know, okay. Anyway, if you like leverage, then this is definitely what you should pick up and read. It's fast-paced, it's fun, it's intelligent, it's a good mystery. You got Comic-Con, you got costumes, you got... I'm not going to reveal it because I don't want to ruin any plots. But you want to read this. You do, just for that one thing. You do, for the costume thing. It's so good. Okay, I'm focusing way too much on that. Okay, now if this were my normal romance review, I would focus on the what great romance stuff there was in this. But no, not really. I mean, Sophie and Nate, not really that much romance in this book. I mean, they hold hands and he misses her in certain times, and that's like nice, but that's nothing romancy. But I do like Parker and Hardison doing their little thing where they're kind of interested in a little bit, but very like blank about it. Anyway, it's not a romance, so guys, you need not worry about that. Girls, sorry. Okay, I just had an idea. I'm not going to share, just so you know, because that would be oversharing. Okay. Anyway, good job, Matt Forbeck. Did I say that right? I did. Awesome job. You did really good. You stayed with the whole great concept of the show, and you didn't break anything, and it's super. Good job. Please do take a moment to subscribe. You can also find me at Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and I do have a blog that's on a small 2-month break. If you do subscribe, you get reviews, you get fun tags, you learn a little bit about me, you hear me doing vlogs and other things, interesting leverage and romance books and stuff like that, and you can pick and choose what you want to watch, which is great, isn't it? Freedom! Okay, I will see you next time. Bye! Action scene. Hair there. I forgot to mention that. I forgot to mention the name of the book. This is starring splendidly, isn't it? You get an action scene. Awesome. The daughter of one of the victims. Take 4. The daughter of one victim Take 5. Okay. What's my when disreputable. Blah, blah, blah. This started well. Action scene. Seriously. Action scene. Okay, I got it. Action scene. An action. Oh my god. Ha ha ha. Why is talking so hard? Or you get an action scene Sheen. Ha. Okay, you get an accent. Is it like impossible for me to talk today? My brain is not working. When a seriously, what's on my freaking lip? So, what was I going to say now that I got that word out? Probably, when a